Hi, it's Colli Talks from Colli Talks, Transformative Conversations. It's wonderful to be back with you again. Now we are getting so close to what some people actually celebrate as is Christmas. And if you do, I wish you the very best, the happiest Christmas and the best New Year. But before we get into that, I want to have a little discussion with you about things that are going on and just check in with how you're doing. Last week I had Ryan on, and there were so many wonderful people that connected with me with regards to Ryan. So I'm really thrilled that I can bring you the people that I do. Actually, there have been so many people that have contacted me about all the guests. So it's great to know that this information is actually serving and that people are benefiting and that people are actually gaining perspective in a new light. So today, I wanted to share with you about reconnecting to childhood and the gratitude in returning to your roots. Last night, as I laced up my skates and stepped onto an outdoor rink, I was transported back to a place I hadn't visited in years. And that was the heart of my childhood. And it wasn't because I had my grandson with me and where I experienced in the present moment his joy of putting his foot down on the ice and being able to see the excitement. It was so thrilling. It was an amazing full moon, outdoor rink, clear sky. The stars were so bright. The air was so clean and crisp. And the volunteers for this outdoor rink are just amazing. I mean, they had a bonfire going, children's laughter. There were gifts for some of the little kids. There was peppermint sticks. There was some things that some parents, don't allow children to have, which is popcorn and hot chocolate. And I get it. But it wasn't about that. It was the ambiance and the thrill of the kiddies' laughter. But more importantly, it was how I was transported back to a place I hadn't visited in years. And as I said before, that was the heart of my childhood. The sounds of skates gliding across the ice, the crisp winter air filling my lungs. Oh, it all carried me back to a simpler time, a time when joy wasn't so complicated and moments of connection were found effortlessly. And you know what? Today I return to that rink, not just to skate, but to dive deeper into what these memories were showing me. I felt the pull of summers long past because you see, where I live in such a beautiful, serene environment. In the summer, I'm right on I'm actually on a national park. So in the summer, the park is amazing to walk. And even in the winter, there's cross country skiing, there's skating on the lake, there's walking, there's laughter. So I was able to take all that in, to do a dive deeper. And, I actually could feel the pull of summers long past walking by the lake, actually where my aunt and uncle lived during the summers, because that's where I lived, because I lived with them. So living where I do now by a lake, it echoes those childhood summers. It feels like a gift, a quiet reminder of comfort and curiosity that I felt as a child. The rhythm of the water back then reflected the rhythm of life itself, gently, steady, and expansive. And those days taught me how to listen to the world and really, in turn, to listen to myself. And I don't know how many people actually do that now. I don't actually know if children are taught to do that now. I wasn't taught. It was just an innate calling where I could turn to myself. So you see, standing there on the ice, I was a bit overwhelmed. Just not, for the moments of joy, but for every painful, challenging experience that has shaped me. My story, not unlike yours, isn't just about the light. It's about the shadows, the struggles, and the times when I thought personally I couldn't go on. It's about the family who shaped me, the clients who trust me with their journeys, and the past loves who taught me more than I realized at the time, and the dreams I put on hold to tend to life as it unfolded. Sometimes those dreams actually were falling into another's dreams and forgetting about my own. And I'm sure, I know without a doubt, that many people do that. So each experience, even the ones that left me raw and broken, gave me something. They gave me wisdom. They gave me strength. They gave me courage. They gave me clarity about why I do the work I do today. And they gave me the profound realization that gratitude isn't just for easy moments. It's for all of it. And then, there is this thing called the aha, of letting go. Last night, skating under the stars, I had an aha moment. So much of my life has been trying to fix things, other people, situations, even myself. But you know what? Nothing is broken, not even myself, nor you. Like so many of us, I've carried the belief that if I could just fix things, everything would be okay. But here's what I've learned. It's not my job. It's not my job to fix anyone, including myself. It's not about fixing because no one's broken. I'm not broken. We all have our unique fates and destinies. Yeah. And trying to change someone else's path doesn't honor the sacred journey they're on. I have been studying family constellations and systemic trauma now for close to 6 years, and it is my passion. And tomorrow is Bert Hellinger's birthday, the father of all this, to whom I owe deep gratitude. And I have gotten to study with many first generations of Bert. And through this, I've been able to discover so much. And the fact is, he says that we do have our own unique fate and destiny. So it does rob others of the lessons they're meant to learn, the growth they're destined to experience. So now it's a matter of letting go. And I know that sounds so simple. Oh, just let go. You hear this all the time. Oh, just let it go. Well, it's not so simple. But when you think of the letting go portion, and not to be afraid of that, but rather to understand it isn't about abandonment. It's about trust in their strength, trust in the process, and trust in life itself. So trust in your strength, trust in your process, and trust in your life itself. So now I'm all about living in the present. And skating these past 2 days reminded me of the beauty of simply being present. I wasn't thinking about the past or worrying about the future. I wasn't trying to fix or control anything. I was simply there, feeling the cold air, hearing the rhythm of my skates on the ice, and soaking in the joy of revisiting something that once meant so much to me and now does again. There is something about visiting our childhood passions. When we do, it actually is a healing in itself. when it brings joy because it reignites and rewires. And there's this neuroplasticity that helps to heal us more and more now. So those moments brought me back to more than memories, as I said before. They reignited dreams I had long set aside, dreams that were waiting patiently for me to return to them. Dreams I now am ready to step into with a heart full of gratitude and hope. My body feels totally different today because remember, the body keeps score. And my body's been waiting for me to reignite those passions on a somatic level. So now my invitation for you is to reflect. As I reflect on those moments, I invite you to do the same. Think back to your childhood. What brought you joy? What moments made you feel alive and connected to something greater than yourself? How can you bring even a piece of that magic back into your life now? Because it is magic. And as you reflect, consider this. Where in your life are you still trying to fix someone or something? What would it feel like just to not have that weight, to stop waiting, to trust that each person's journey, including your own, is unfolding exactly as it should? And so, in closing thoughts, these simple acts, skating, walking by the lake, reconnecting with my past, are more than nostalgic. They are bridges to the person I've always been and the person I'm still becoming. They remind me to be grateful for every step of the journey, for the pain as much as the joy, for the people who have touched my life, and for the dreams that are calling me forward. As I move into this next chapter, I carry with me the lessons of gratitude and trust. And I invite you to do the same. Let's honor the unique paths we each walk, reconnect with the moments that matter, and embrace the beauty of simply being. Yes, of simply being. Because it is in that beingness that we can discover what we are actually here to be doing. So now, as I leave you with these thoughts about this and more, I just want to say that as I move into the next chapter, I personally carry with me the lessons of gratitude and trust. I am grateful that you are here, and I trust you will keep returning. And I invite you to do the same. So let's honor that path we each walk, reconnect with the moments that matter, and embrace the beauty of simply being. And as we move forward, as I move forward on my podcast that I share with you, I will share more about these reflections and invite you to join me in exploring your own stories, your own patterns, and your own freedoms found. So together we can let go of what no longer serves us and reconnect with what does and step boldly into the lives we are meant to live. So for today, for tonight, moving forward, I wish you all an amazing day, evening, and I look forward to meeting with you next week. So lots of love and lots of hugs. In other words, love and soul hugs.